Hello and welcome back to Rhonda Says, Healthy Living from A to Z. We are on week U. We're talking about being unmasked. Over the last 20 weeks, you have been asked to be authentic, bold, and centered. So hopefully a lot of the masks that you were wearing have already been removed and you're kind of dealing with those things and finding out who you really are inside, finding out how to feed yourself to be the person that you were created to be. So today, if you find yourself in that place where all of the masks are removed, you're living authentically, you're living boldly, you're centered, you can find that peace, then ooh, yay, that is awesome. Now, for the others who maybe are still holding on to some of those masks, I want you to ask yourself, why? What is that mask doing for you? What are you afraid of? And I'm going to give you an example using myself. The mask that I tend to carry is that I struggle with depression. I have, as far back as I can remember. Sometimes it's better than other times, but I struggle with depression. And the mask that I tend to put on is that happy face, everything's great, don't worry about me. Can you relate? Do you ever put on the happy mask when inside you feel like something is dying? Well, I didn't really want to take that mask off, especially right here on camera in front of all of you guys, because of a fear. What do you think that fear is? The fear that you're going to see that and go, what? She writes self-help books and yet she struggles with depression? Why is she doing that? Well, I'm doing that because I want to help you too. And if me being transparent and saying, yeah, look at me, I struggle with depression, if that helps anybody, even one person, feel like they're not alone, then it's worth it. It's worth being vulnerable. So what do I do about depression? Well, I see a therapist. I have great friends. I pray. I refocus my attention on other things. And I continue to try to work in my purpose. My purpose is helping people. And the best way to help someone is to having walked in their shoes. So when someone says they have depression or they've struggled with depression, I get you. I've been there. I understand. Let's work on it together. I know what it feels like, and I know how lonely it can feel, even though research shows that most people do struggle with some type of depression or anxiety. Now, the very interesting thing that I heard the other day was that if you're dealing with depression, look at where your focus is, because sometimes depression is because you're focused on the past. Anxiety, they say, is because you're too focused on the future. And part of the cure of that is living in the present. And I can tell you with my depression, I live in the past a lot. If only I had done this. If only I had said this. If only I had taken this route. That's not the place to live. We have to be present. So what mask are you hiding behind? Rip that thing off. It's going to hurt. It might be embarrassing. But you know what? It will help you, and you never know how many other people it could help. So take off that mask. Be authentic, bold, centered. Keep living your purpose. Mask free. And until next time, journey on.